And just like that, we are back with the video. It's been like less than a second for you guys, but it has actually been several hours between these two clips because I went to eat dinner and stuff like that. But let's go to some jazz records. These were mostly new to me in general, but they were pretty cheap, so they're mostly like newer jazz stuff. But let's start. I'm gonna start with what was maybe the best new find that I got. Josephine Lindstrad, While We Sleep. And the CD isn't actually here because it's on my player at the moment. I was just listening to it. And why is my camera so blurry? Josephine is, I believe she's Swedish artist. I'm not sure, but she made like 2 albums. I really like this album. Like the Winter Night song, There Will Be Stars. A really good album, which is actually not on Discogs, so I may have to add this there. But a really good album, Josephine Lindstrand, While We Sleep. Another really good one was this Defect album. Peach Game Machine is the name of the band. Like this fair, a lot of these were actually still sealed albums, which was kind of interesting from a flea market. And this is on the Eclipse Music. It is a like Finnish label. It has some really good jazz albums, like the last year the MEU Quintet's My Bird album was released through Eclipse. That's why I picked it up immediately, because I knew that Eclipse had some good music. Then we have Charles Lloyd, Voices in the Night. Some more jazz with a really wide booklet. Yes, the other recordings. And the fax number, so get some message to Charles Lloyd. Charles Lloyd, Voices in the Night. This is a bit of speed through because I do have many of these. Umo plays Ellington. Things ain't what they used to be. This is the Umo Jazz Orchestra, Uuden musiikin orkesteri. I would say it's Finland's like commercially most successful jazz band. And they play Duke Ellington. Umo Jazz Orchestra. Good fun. The more jazz. Heikki Sarmanto and Rauno Tikkanen, Space Fantasy. The Heikki Sarmanto is a Finnish long-time jazz musician. And this also, I don't think this has been ever played. This is just a good condition. But yeah, there's a really lucky pickup. Heikki Sarmanto and Rauno Tikkanen, Space Fantasy. And well, do you know some more jazz? Barbara Thompson, Shifting Sands. This is kind of a cool looking CD. with text and letters. I can say much about this because I actually haven't listened to it yet, because I did from a bunch I got yesterday and I'm still going through some of them. But yeah, probably a decent jazz album. Barbara Thompson, Shifting Sands. And this was interesting. Rauno Tikkanen and Mikko Pasanen, A Child is Born. This is actually a self-released album. Here. RTCD 001. Rauno Tikkanen CD. Ja Rauno Tikkanen Quartet. Not really much here. And this was an interesting find, for sure. This is a compilation, Cigar Lounge 5. The CD includes Hotel Bossa Nova, Lemongrass, Club des Belungas, Dave Valentine, Eddie Dope. Just a kind of, I would say, what do you say, like exotic sounding jazz collection with several artists in it. And yeah, why not pick this up? That these were fairly cheap or free, I would say. Compilation. Best of Eddie Harris. Really cool find. Atlantic Jazz. It was John Coltrane Quartet Ballads. As the name kinda gives it away, there's some John Coltrane ballads. Where do we have the track listing up here? Say it over and over again. I wish I knew. Really cool find, this one. Well, the next one is interesting. It's Mikko Iivanainen, Last Room, with cover that has been a bit damaged. But actually, Mikko Iivanainen, this is I would say maybe even a bit of a progressive sounding album. Yeah, but Mikko Iivanainen released his second solo album this year, and he might possibly have a gig in Savonlinna in the near future, because we are in a quite good position with the pandemic, so we can have like small gigs if everything works out. But yeah, Mikko Iivanainen, Last Room, amazing find. More Finnish jazz, Joomy Sound System, Blinging Light. This was also a sealed copy. Cool find. Sid Hill, the Jazz Orchestra. CD, DVD box set. I haven't watched the DVD yet because I don't have a DVD player here. I would have to go to like the main room, but overall good find. Stephen Quinnin, Drum Pop. And other one that I haven't had time to listen to yet, but probably some good jazz. It was also a really cool find. Reija Lang and Arikon Big Band. Because it's signed. I don't know where it's been signed, but it is. There's a really cool booklet too. I think this was interesting find. It's always interesting when you find this kind of like signed stuff. Where has this been signed? Here you go. That's the jazz albums we got from, well, not all, but the most jazz been. But it continues. I went to the local library and they had this like, oh, the Moped Boys are back. Like thing where they sold some books and stuff, and there were CDs there. I picked up a couple of Jeremy Syke, Eddie Gomet's Outlaws. This is an older jazz album, this is a reissue. And although these are like a library things, but I highly doubt these have been played too often because they are in excellent condition. Polar Bear Peepers. This is an interesting one. This is like more of experimental jazz stuff with some electronic vibes. Highly recommended. Polar Bear Peepers. Also from library, Jim Campilongo and his electric trio. Heaven is Creepy. Also one that I haven't listened to yet, but this is kind of, this could say it was like jazz, rock and blues as genres, so I think this might be the next one on my list. Torben Waldorf, Afterburn. As you can tell, quite a like, I would say traditional sounding jazz. I like this cover, they're cool looking. The next one, Ecosystem, Madaga. The Madaga is actually the name of the, no, the Ecosystem is the name of the band and Madaga is the album name. This it's like jazz with some strong Latin vibes to it. Really interesting sounding stuff. So if you're into like Latin jazz and stuff like that, Ecosystems Madaga is your go-to. I think that's it for jazz. There's a couple of more like quick ones. Alice Cooper, greatest hits. We all know Cooper. This like so much earlier greatest hit stuff. Van Morrison, Days Like This. Some newer Van Morrison. I did not pay £5 for this one. But I thought why not pick it up, it will actually like 50 cents, so. Hector II by Hector. Hector is a legendary Finnish rock musicians, and I did not pay €8 for this. I don't know why. This is like, I think they're like older stamps or something, because they were 50 cents piece. Paul Simon's Graceland. We all know this album. From Simon and the Garfunkel. This is kind of interesting. 10cc, How Dare You? But like interestingly, but these were surprisingly like high value because like 10cc is like, well, I classify it like the like dollar bin stuff. This is actually like over 10 euros a million on this CD, so I don't know why, but I'm glad to pick it up. And there's a couple of random picks. Three left. Sanni Ohasmaa, Laulun lapsi, Child of Song. This is interesting. This is a like folk album based off poems by Finnish poet and journalist Eina-Leena. One of the best known Finnish poets. Interesting stuff. Sanni Ohasmaa, Child of Song. This is a funny pickup. Games of the Olympic. This is the limited edition kind of official music from the opening ceremony of Sydney's 2000 Olympic Games. Well, I listened to it maybe once, but it's a cool thing to have. This I kind of mugged myself off. John Albano and Rauno Tikkanen Quintet. This was with all like Miles Davis and other jazz stuff, so I picked this up thinking it was jazz. This is actually a classical album. So I kind of broke my own rule of not buying classical album on CD, just on purely on vinyl, but this is actually a really decent classical album, so I think I'll make the exception here. But that's it. Lots of jazz CDs. Oh boy, this is almost 40 minutes long. I need to cut something off here. But I'll see you in the next video, which is hopefully the 15 subscriber special. Subscribe if you haven't, either here or here, and watch a video on the other side. Take care and see you probably with some traveling themed stuff in the next video. Bye.